this weird feeling that there's a pay-per-view or something this Sunday.
Saturday's TakeOver.
No, that's not it. We already did TakeOver predictions.
Yeah, it's not, well, I get. It's a network special. It's an NXT pay-per-view.
There's definitely got to be on Sunday. I just can't for the life of me figure out which one it is, though.
We could pretend it's WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Since there seems to be a ton of WrestleMania-worthy pay-per-views.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be all of them nowadays.
Yeah.
Gosh. If only there was, like, something in the immediate vicinity that could help me figure out what pay-per-view is this Sunday.
I'd say it's August, right? It's not the Rumble, because that starts the year. It's not Survivor Series. It's usually Thanksgiving.
Heatwave 97.
That's it. Because it's fucking hot.
But no, that's ECW.
This intro's gone on for fucking ever.
It has. But that's okay. It's entertainment value.
Yeah.
For you, the people. No, it's SummerSlam.
We know it's SummerSlam. That's why everything is SummerSlam right now.
Yeah, SummerSlam t-shirts, SummerSlam cases everywhere.
SummerSlam predictions.
And SummerSlam faces.
I'm sure Eminem were at SummerSlam once.
Yep. At least.
Probably not Colin, though. Just saying.
So we're going to predict what we think is going to happen at SummerSlam.
That's what we do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the two matches where I feel like most likely will be in the pre-show.
Yeah. And for the record, we don't have Thomas Wolfe's predictions currently as of recording this. So as we talk about the matches, they'll pop up right between ours, and so you know who Thomas is going for.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I'm guessing the women's tag match will probably be a pre-show. And I was kind of back and forth on whether or not I thought this was a pre-show, but after hearing that Eva Marie was suspended for violating the wellness policy.
Oh, darn.
I know, it's the worst news you could have ever heard.
The match just got better.
That there's a chance that it could be a 2-on-3 handicap match, or potentially Natalya and Alexa Bliss could find another partner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a pre-show match at this point. Who do you think is going to win?
I got to go with the faces. I think Becky's been screwed over so many times. This is Naomi's return to the ring, and it's a big pay-per-view for Carmella. And I don't as much as it would benefit Alexa Bliss on that side. For the record, I think if they do replace and put someone in Eva's spot, I think it's going to be Nikki Bella, because she's a free agent and there's no other women that are available on SmackDown.
Do you think she's going to come back and be a heel?
Me and Cherry had a conversation about this earlier today, is that I feel like even though she was kind of babyface every now and again just because the Bellas were over somehow, I feel like with the dropping of Eva Marie, this team has gotten a bit more crowd friendly because people like Natty and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
So throwing in Nikki wouldn't be it wouldn't be a detriment to the team. Maybe talent wise it would be, but I think the crowd's still going to enjoy the people on that team. So Nikki can kind of fit in there because she's a flip floppy kind of.
But you're going with the faces?
Yes, I'm going with the faces.
I'm going to go with the heels.
Ooh.
Because I think maybe if they do find a replacement, could we be seeing the return of Tamina?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about her being cleared.
Me either.
I know that Nikki got cleared just before Battleground, which is why I thought she was going to end up being Sasha's partner.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I feel like the heels are going to take it because, again, another thing is, we don't know 100% of the rules about the brand split yet and how they're going to function.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
And how are they going to function on specifically these pay-per-views where both brands are represented, like a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania. So what if, just by hook or by crook, they end up recruiting Nia Jax from Raw just for this one-off match moment?
Okay.
So I'm going with the heels because I think the heels will pull, might not be Nia Jax, but I feel like maybe the heels will pull a replacement from Monday Night Raw.
Okay, so yeah, maybe they'll say, well, we have Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar, which is cross-brand, so why can't we have some... Okay. All right. I can see that happening.
So I'm going with the heels because they find a Raw replacement.
It would have to be Nia Jax.
Then, the other one I'm pretty sure might be a pre-show match just because it's going to happen. And happen.
And happen?
Happen 5 more times after that.
At least.
Well, no. The minimum it has to go is 4. Because if somebody clean sweeps 4.
But I know that it's not going to be a clean sweep, so it's at least 5.
No, it's WWE.
More than likely
it's
7.
Going all 7.
God damn it.
Cesaro versus Sheamus, which we've already had twice in the last month. I'm going with Cesaro because I cannot bring myself to vote for the Celtic Warrior.
Clever name. I have to go with Sheamus just because Cesaro has beaten him twice, and it's time. Sheamus has to get a win here.
Nope, he's just gonna lose all 4.
That's fair.
And keep losing.
I'm not going to be upset with a clean sweep because I don't want to see this match more than 4 times, but I know that a clean sweep is not going to happen.
It's not in the WWE playbook.
And to me, it doesn't really matter who wins because I don't hate Sheamus the same way you do.
Yeah. Let's go on to all the rest, which I'm pretty sure are going to be the main card matches.
Probably.
And we're going to knock out some title matches right out of the way here. I want to go with the Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz defending against Apollo, not Creed, Cruz.
Yeah. Don't call him Creed, he'll powerbomb you.
Yeah, okay, who do you think?
Well, this is one of the ones that I haven't fully decided. But I think maybe with the fact that he didn't get much of a run for the title on NXT, I'm going to go with an Apollo Crews IC title win.
As much as I would like to see the Apollo Crews IC title win, I think I'm going to have to vote for The Miz, because I don't see WWE ready to end the Intercontinental Championship World Tour.
No,
yet.
That makes sense too, and I'm not upset. Miz has done good stuff with that title.
Yeah. And let's hope he keeps doing things on.
I'm excited to see him versus Cruz. I think they could kill it.
With the success that he had in the 4-way match that involved Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro,
yeah.
And the fact that they recently had that triple threat match that determined the number 1 contender, Baron Corbin, Kalisto, and Apollo Crews,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing The Miz be put against all 3 of them in a 4-way match.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. On to the other side of things, we're going to the U.S. Championship match, talking about Top Roman Reigns versus the Bulgarian Brute Rusev, the real hero of our United States.
The greatest United States champion of all time.
Yes.
And Lana's husband.
Mm-hmm. Proud man.
I'm going with Rusev.
Rusev all the way. Moving on. How about the WWE World Tag Team Championships. Yeah, the New Day, which I'm pretty sure are still going to be sans Big E, or maybe Big E at ringside.
I talked about that I had something that I thought was going to happen when we did Raw review, and I was going to save it for predictions. So.
And they're going to face the Club.
Yes.
Now, I'm going...
Dr. Gallows and Dr. Anderson.
I'm going to go with the Club on this one.
I am too.
I'm going on the Club because, guess what? This marks the 1-year anniversary of the New Day winning the Tag Team Championships. They won the Tag Team Championships last year at SummerSlam.
Yeah, which is awesome. The fact that we've been,
we've been thoroughly entertained with a team who's been a champion for a year.
Yeah. There hasn't been any lull points at all in the New Day's run. And even if they do somehow retain over the Club, we'd be excited for another year of the New Day as champions.
Absolutely. Here's my rationale right off the bat. Woods and Kofi aren't quite the same tandem as Kofi and Big E when it comes to defending the tag titles on a big stage. Almost every single pay-per-view that the New Day has defended the tag titles, it's been Kofi and Big E. So I think maybe with that, and the fact that the club are as a slick, well-oiled machine as they are, it's going to lead the club to a win. They'll probably use some nefarious tactics, no doubt, but I think the club's going to want to take it.
I don't think it has anything to do with necessarily the chemistry between Woods and Kofi. I think it's going to be that Big E, in some form or fashion, is going to be there to be in the corner of the New Day. He is going to end up being a victim somehow. That is going to cause enough distraction that allows the club to win the tag team titles.
That makes sense. Nefarious means, like I said.
Exactly. Either he's going to be out there at ringside and they're going to attack him, or maybe we do like a pre-match backstage segment where Big E's like, hey, I had to be here. I'm gonna watch your match from back here, and maybe because it's a cross-branded show, AJ Styles decides to help out the club and beats up Big E in the back.
All right, I'll take it.
That's my thought.
Yeah. All right. Moving along. Let's take a breather away from Championships. Now let's talk about. There's a one-on-one match, and it's the third installment in these guys' feud.
Yes.
AJ Styles versus John Cena, the phenomenal one versus the face that runs the place. Who you going for?
I'm going with Cena.
You're going Cena. You're going Cena takes the 3.
This is another one where I'm not sure what they're gonna do, because basic formula means Cena should win.
Yeah.
Because this would be
9 times out of 10.
This would be the final encounter. This is the tiebreaker. Babyface needs to go over, but at the same time, Cena doesn't necessarily need the win, and they are banking a lot on Styles. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Styles go over. I'm just going to stick with regular formula. This puts a bigger chip on AJ's shoulder to move forward as a heel. So a John Cena win for me.
We don't normally disagree so many times on a pay-per-view.
Oh, this is exciting.
But I'm going AJ Styles.
All right.
On the premise that yes, AJ needs this win a lot more than Cena does, and what I am imagining out of this victory is that AJ Styles is going to beat John Cena. It's going to be a clean match. AJ Styles will use no dirty tactics. I mean, he might use like an eye rake or like something small.
Yeah, there will be heel tactics, but there won't be a heel win.
No blatant like cheating though, like no knock the referee down, use a chair kind of thing. It's gonna be straight up an epic encounter between these two guys, and Styles is gonna win, and they're gonna shake hands, and this is gonna kind of be how do we move AJ Styles along from here? Why not actually have him make a face turn? And have him be like, oh, I earned Cena's respect, Cena earned my respect,
Okay.
Let's do something, and then maybe he'll feud with The Miz after that. Go back after The Miz.
End it the way it started.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah, I would like to see before this match. I'm for some reason I'm just seeing a lot of backstage segments to like just kind of set up little bits in these matches. But I'd actually like to see whoever the referee is for this match actually talking to Daniel Bryan and Shane, and them telling the referee to show leniency in this match and just let Cena and AJ go. Like, don't worry about countouts. Just let them do their thing.
Yeah, that would be fun. What about another tag team match that's on this card?
Very interesting tag team match.
Because we have Enzo and Cass against the Canadian contingency of Jericho.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Enzo and Cass because they're popular.
I'm going to disagree with you again, and I'm going to go with Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I would prefer Jericho to win, to be completely honest. But I feel like WWE banks so much now on Enzo and Cass because of their popularity level on Monday Night Raw, and the fact that there isn't anything on the line during this match.
Yeah.
It doesn't detriment Jericho and Owens to lose because there's nothing at stake. It's not a tag team title match. There's no stipulation. It's just going to be Enzo and Cass getting the better of what is a glorified throw together tag team.
Well, my thought process is if the club were already the tag team champions and were defending the titles and were going to retain at this show, I would say Enzo and Cass so they could move forward into a tag team title storyline. But I think we're going to get another month, maybe 2 of Club versus New Day. And Enzo and Cass are just going to pick up some more wins along the way. They've picked up enough wins themselves, in singles matches and just being a tag team on Raw. I think a win for Jericho and Owens isn't going to slow Enzo and Cass down at all. I think it's just going to continue this storyline for maybe a couple more weeks on Raw, maybe into whatever the next pay-per-view is, which I think is Night of Champions. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure the next pay-per-view is going to be SmackDown brand exclusive.
Yeah, it's Backlash.
Backlash.
September 11th. Backlash.
Here, can I just we don't usually break too far off track on a prediction video.
Okay.
But I have a gripe specifically related to this match.
I think I know.
Not to the match itself, but the principle of who's in this match. Because this match features the team of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Last month at Battleground,
I knew this is where you were going.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had the best match on the card. Hands down, one of the best matches of the year so far. And Sami Zayn, the guy who won that match,
is not
on SummerSlam.
He's not on the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. And on top of that, Cesaro has been regulated to a best of 7 series, more than likely a pre-show to start something that's supposed to be huge. And what is their plan with him? There's so many people that have shined so bright over the last couple months, and they're not on the card.
Yeah. I mean, I even also have a problem with the fact that Del Rio wasn't booked in a match on the card.
Doesn't matter now.
But, yeah, I mean, that's moot point at this point because now he's suspended. But yeah, no, the fact that Sami Zayn doesn't have a spot on this card and hasn't been building anything on Monday Night Raw since Battleground, where he won a fucking Match of the Year candidate.
He technically won a feud.
Yeah. Ended the Owens and Sami Zayn rivalry that's been going on since Kevin Owens showed up in NXT.
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see.
You give the dumb ginger a match, but you don't give the popular ginger a match.
I'm really interested to see the outcomes of not only the matches, but this entire pay-per-view, just to see how frustrating some of these stories go.
Yeah.
And then knowing the potential.
Like we've said, the freaking brand split has been rife with freaking frustrations and fucking...
I figured it out! It's because he's on Raw.
Yeah,
Raw ruins everything.
He's on the shit show right now.
If he was on SmackDown, he'd have a match.
No, I mean, there's just a lot of shit that's been going wrong since the brand split. And this is just another one of the gripes that I could make. Moving along, one more non-title singles match. This is a cross-promotional match.
You don't even have to ask me who I'm going for.
This is Randy Orton versus the Beast Incarnate. Brock Lesnar. I would try and do a growly one, but I do not have a Paul Heyman voice. I just know I'm nowhere in the zone. I can't.
It's not gonna work.
Cannot do Paul Heyman justice. The man is a god on the mic. You're obviously going Orton.
Yeah, I can't vote for Brock Lesnar
ever.
And I really like Randy Orton, so I'm going for Randy Orton.
Every logical molecule in my brain says vote for Brock. Brock is the undestroyable Terminator of WWE, who cannot be stopped, who cannot fucking be budged. On the other hand...
He doesn't have a UFC pay-per-view he's going to be doing.
Yeah. Well, on the other hand, it's just... one, I feel like WWE might knock him down a notch because of the whole piss and dirty for UFC.
Oh, yeah! They should. He should at least get some sort of reprimanding.
Yeah. On the other hand, for some reason, I feel more than almost any other match that he's had in the last 2 or 3 years, for whatever reason, I feel like Randy Orton has a better shot at beating him than any of the other people. I don't know why. There's no logical reasoning for it in my head. It's just, for some reason, I feel like Randy Orton has a decent shot at winning. Did I think Dean Ambrose was going to win at WrestleMania? I voted for him, but I didn't really think he was going to win.
I thought he was.
I didn't think Seth would beat Brock Lesnar. I didn't think Roman Reigns would beat Brock Lesnar. I didn't think Heath Slater was going to beat Brock Lesnar. But for some reason, when I see...
Bullshit. I was all
When
for
I
him.
see Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar on paper, though, for some reason, I'm like, Randy Orton. So I'm going with Randy Orton.
All right.
I don't know why. No explanations. I only have 3 championship matches left. Am I correct?
Yes, the championship matches.
Yeah, the most important singles championships on WWE at the moment. One of them isn't even on yet. That's how important it is. It's on. It's awning at SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
Let's just do that one first. The Universal Championship
Stupid name.
is a thing. It's going to happen. It's coming out now. Go to WWE.com and look at Shane's version of it. It's
yeah. If I hate the way that the title looks, I'll probably put that picture up when we do our review. Just because that belt might actually be better.
But yeah, we're going to have what just has to be an incredible match between Seth Rollins.
These 3 title matches
Finn
are going to be
Balor.
fucking insane.
Yeah, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Who's your money on?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. All the, I'm not going to disagree with you.
As much as I love Finn Balor, Seth didn't lose the WWE Championship.
No.
The only reason he's not champion now is because they needed to get it off of Roman, and they knew that they were going to give it to Dean.
Yeah.
So, that whole situation is what it is, and now there's a new championship. Seth needs a run to make up for the fact that he lost 9 months of his career, and potentially 9 months of being champion.
Yeah. A big thing in it for me is I feel like there's going to be a lot of the duality on Raw and SmackDown, and looking who are the 2 people in the SmackDown title match. Both of them, you can argue, are baby faces.
Yes.
Crowd favorites.
Absolutely.
So I feel like no matter who wins, you get a crowd favorite champion over on SmackDown. So I think Seth is going to run as a heel champion over on Monday Night Raw.
Makes sense.
So I feel like when they switch, they'll switch around the same time whenever they do title switches, because I feel like if the title switch
just to kind of keep competing,
if the title switch goes to a babyface on Raw, then it won't be long after the SmackDown will switch to a heel.
So yeah, they're not running the same game for too long.
Okay. But yeah, so we're both going Rollins there. I just think it's the smart money.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be upset if Finn wins.
No, I'd be ecstatic if Finn won.
I don't. He doesn't need it yet.
No.
Rollins needs that run.
It's potentially would be too big of a push.
Yes, absolutely.
If he were to win it
the fact
in
that he had
his 4th match on the main roster.
The fact that his debut on Raw was so stellar and got him this match.
Yeah. But this would only be his 3rd match on the main roster since debuting. Because he did because he hasn't had a match since.
He did the 4-way, did the Roman Reigns.
I don't think he's had a match since. Not on TV.
I think he had one match. I think he might have been in a tag match.
I don't think so.
Let us know in the comments.
It's either it's either his third or fourth match on the main roster.
Yeah, no, he's.
No,
we can count his matches on one hand.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the title. But he can have the title if he wants.
Yeah. How about the women's championship match? Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. How many times did we see this at TakeOver? A few.
At least twice, and then I think
more on the main roster.
I think there might have been a third, and then we got we got Sasha taking the title on Raw.
Yeah. So I mean, this is gonna be another one of those encounters. These girls are really good at, playing emotional roles during the matches.
They know each other so well.
Charlotte doesn't have anybody at ringside with her this go round because Dana Brooke is barred from ringside.
Indeed.
So I mean, far-fetched. It wouldn't be for her to come up with somebody new to show up, because that's kind of been her thing. If she can't have person A, bring in person B, aka Brooke. Dana Brooke is B, plan B.
I just had a thought of, if Raw really wants to fuck things up, if Ric Flair just randomly returns.
I feel if Ric Flair randomly returned, it would be to keep Charlotte from cheating.
That'd be good.
And I think it's a possibility. No, she's going to use Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's going to come out and screw Sasha. Not that way. I'm going to go with the retention by Sasha Banks, though. You? What?
It's Sasha Banks. I can't vote against
I
Sasha Banks.
know. I just think it's too fresh of a title win for her.
Oh, yeah,
Keeping
no.
stock on Raw.
No,
It's going to go a little while.
And Charlotte held it for so long that she doesn't need it back. Sasha now has a whole. It's a whole new. It's a whole new battlefield now, because she's
a new ball game.
She's only been champion for a few weeks. Now it's time to see her, raise the bar for herself and the rest of the women on the Raw roster.
Yeah. Lastly, but definitely not leastly, we have the WWE Championship being represented by the Blue Brand, being defended by Dean Ambrose against the show-off Dolph Ziggler.
Indeed. This is not a match I thought I would see.
At least not this early.
I didn't think that... I didn't expect Ziggler to get this championship spot, which really excites me. But I still think Dean Ambrose is going to win.
Yeah, it seems like we got a title sweep in our camp here, because I feel like Dean's going to take this one.
Yeah.
I think this is a decent storyline they've been building for this match. But I just see the chances of Dolph Ziggler winning to be so slim.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this match is specifically being put on to go, oh, look how good our main event was.
Yeah.
It's here to be a flash in the pan. It's not there. It's there for. Unfortunately, I say it's there for style, not substance.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but because I know it's like, if you have the two young upstart guys like Finn and Seth having their match, their main event for Monday Night Raw, you're going to need an equally as entertaining SmackDown main event without them just going, oh man, too bad SmackDown's main event didn't live up to Monday Night Raw's main event. Yeah.
I just had an interesting thought.
Nope.
That doesn't make sense. Which of these title matches do you think is going to be the main event?
I think the Universal Championship will be the main event.
Because it's a new title and it's on Raw?
I think it's just for the fact
that...
Fuck
the WWE title.
It's an unveiling of the championship,
Alright.
It's a thing. And plus, Finn is new, and so they can ooh-ah at him because he's probably going to have a special entrance.
Yeah. For the love of God, you better up the demon game.
Yeah, just because for the fact that you brought it out on Monday Night Raw makes this a little lackluster if you just go with the same thing.
And upping game goes to Rusev and Roman Reigns as well, because If that match sucks, I'm gonna be real mad.
Yeah. Because you guys put on a decent show on Raw.
Yeah.
So, that's it. You got our winners.
You got them.
You got the predictions. Put down in the comments who you think's going to win.
Brittany, I know you're going to do it. You always put your predictions down there.
We like you, Brittany.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, anyone else? We appreciate all the people that have been commenting lately.
Like and comment and subscribe on the video.
Click all the links down in the description.
All of them. There's so many. Social medias.
Including, you won't get these predictions in a podcast, but you can check out our NXT predictions. Granted, TakeOver's tonight.
Yeah.
So, you can get predictions in real quick before the show starts. I'm going to be on social media during TakeOver, so check out the Wrestling Rundown
I'll
Facebook.
be doing something.
You be doing something?
I might be watching TakeOver live. I might not. Who knows?
He's got stuff to do this weekend, so he might be a little behind in the times. But I will be on social media during the shows.
The one I know for sure is I won't be watching SummerSlam live.
That's lame.
Which means you'll have to watch it twice.
Fuck. At least I'm on vacation.
Better hope it's good.
If it's not, I'm not watching it a second time. Also, for any other videos you want to check out, be sure to check out the playlist because we've got our Cruiserweight Classic review, and another great edition of the Cruiserweight Classic. And that's really the only thing special you're going to get this week.
Yeah. On top of that, you get the midweek wrap-up, SmackDown Rundown, Raw Review, and any news in reverse order.
Yeah. You did that backwards? That's fantastic.
You said CWC last, so I know that one's behind, so I just worked my way up.
And so, seeing as this is the last video in the playlist, check out episode 115, where we'll be having our reviews for SummerSlam. We'll be having our NXT TakeOver review. We'll be getting closer to the debut of Season 3 of Lucha Underground. That's going to be happening on September 7th. We'll have another edition of the Cruiserweight Classic, and all of our usual stuffs.
Check out our other page over at Reasonable Wrestling Fans. That's Reasonable with a W in front of it.
W2F.
So check out, that's the YouTube-ier side, not the review-ier side. You're going to get all other random-ass videos that don't necessarily involve us sitting on this couch just doing predictions.
Yeah, it's the YouTube stuff. We're going to be adding more videos very soon.
Fantasy Warfare is up. It's back. It's a much more competitive version of Fantasy Warfare because we actually get in each other's face and debate side by side. It's not just up to the whim of whoever is in charge of the match.
Yeah. Thomas Wolfe likes to rant. He's got his first rant about the
Golden Truth.
It was the length of the Golden Truth storyline as compared to other storylines.
Yeah, and it's what was the build up versus the payoff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you drunk over there.
Yeah. We're gonna be putting those videos up pretty soon.
And much more. Post in the comments or in the comments over there or at any of our social medias, the Twitters, the
any
Facebook,
way that you can get a hold of us.
Instagram us. What kind of videos you want to see over there? Because we're willing to do the same weird ass shit that other YouTubers do. That for some reason we've put off for the last 2 years.
Yeah. So if you want
we're not opposed. But
if you want to see us eat weird stuff,
if you want to see me stick a spoonful of cinnamon in my mouth,
or if you want to see us fight each other,
you want to see us fight. We should have a SummerSlam wager. There's so many differentiations between us on SummerSlam.
Yeah, no, there's only one title match that we are disagreeing on.
Yeah,
that's the Intercontinental title.
But there's
then
so
all
many matches.
All the other matches.
There's a lot of disagreements going on, so we should have a wager. What should we wager? Can we do a wager? Last time we did a wager, it was a chop.
Yeah, that was for Ultima Lucha 1.
So it's been a long time. It's been over a year since we've had a wager.
I feel like we can't do that because Thomas isn't here.
I feel like we can because Thomas isn't here. And it's much harder to do a three-way wager than a one-on-one wager. How about the dreaded kendo stick?
Oh, it makes my back hurt just thinking about it.
The winner gets to whack the loser.
Yeah. All right.
Sound good?
Yep. And rather than deciding how many shots you get right now, however many points the winner is over the loser, that's how many kendo stick shots the loser gets.
So, say I have 6 right and you have 7 right, that would only be 1.
Be 1.
But if I had 9 right and you had 4 right, that would be 5.
Ooh, it scares me. There's 11 matches!
So
this is
tune
terrifying.
in. And just to let you guys know, you'll have to tune into reasonable wrestling fans.
Yeah.
To see the outcome of this. To see the outcome. And we'll probably put it up right after the SummerSlam review.
Yeah. Fuck.
We can keep our fingers crossed. that we're gonna win.
Also, if we tie, we both have to get one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck 7 of any match happening in a row.